Welcome to this episode where I'm going to be talking through the signs that you're ready to step into your season 2. When I talk about season 2, I mean season 2 of your business, the next chapter or next book in the series of your business journey. So if you're listening to this and you're still in your season 1, absolutely fine. Keep going, keep smashing it. I love that for you. Go all out. But I want to talk through the signs of what that next chapter looks like so that you can start to spot the signs. And maybe this is something that's coming up for you, or maybe it's a season of change that you're in now, because I know that this, for me, lasted a little while. And so I wanted to talk through what those signs look like so that you can recognize them yourself. And you know that when season 2 is coming, you're on the edge, you're on the precipice of your next big breakthrough or your next huge up level. So this is a really, really exciting chapter. Let's dive straight in. Okay, so when I talk about season 2, I'm talking about a noticeable shift. I don't just mean you woke up feeling spicy one day and you decided to post some cool content. I don't mean you decided that you're no longer working with a client that pays X and now the new clients are going to pay Y. No, I'm talking about a significant turning point in your business journey, a significant shift, like tectonic shift. And this could be, for you, it could be a significant event. Maybe it was a light bulb moment, a conversation that sparks a real difference. Or maybe it's something that takes place over a longer period of time. I know for me, it was a longer period of time. It was actually a kind of combination of both. It was a drawn out time, a longer season, followed then by a significant event, which was me bawling my eyes out unexpectedly in a clothes shop and then deciding to move very differently after that. So mine was a whole season, which I can pinpoint over about 6 months, I'd say, of just stagnancy and friction. If you've heard me talk about this time, I call it plateau season, but I referred to it in my content at the time as feeling like I was in a chrysalis. I felt uncomfortable. I felt like I had growth pains, but I felt like something was trapping me. I knew that if I just carried on through, even though it was really hard, that a butterfly was going to break through the other side, but that I just needed to see it through that hard season. I was like, this is my chrysalis season. I know I just need to keep doing the do, and eventually I will break through. So if you're in your chrysalis season, keep going. And I hope that this episode brings you some light as to what awaits you when you break through to that season 2. Okay, so some signs. Number 1, you're getting out of your comfort zone. Maybe this is part of what you're feeling friction around, but you're already getting out of your comfort zone. You're trying to experiment with things that get you uncomfortable so that you can make that more your reality. Potentially, it's even your comfort zone that is giving you the friction in the first place, in which case this is your sign to do things that get you more out of your comfort zone. You're already being ballsy in your content. You've been experimenting, you're not afraid to speak your mind, you're establishing yourself as someone who is willing to disrupt the whole industry. You're ruffling feathers and you're enjoying it. You've already made various investments in yourself. Like, this isn't your first rodeo. You've taken the programs, you've taken the courses, you've done a lot of the investing, learning, and you're implementing it. You're already growing, you're already doing the do. And you're talking about this in your content. You're talking about investments that you've made, how you've been growing the business, how you are learning new things, investing in mentorship. And you're not doing this necessarily to flash how much you've spent on the business, but you're showing that you're committed to the journey, and you're showing your clients and your audience that you're committed to not playing small. You're not just talk, you're showing that you bet on yourself, you back yourself, and that you're in this for the long game. You have hit some sort of wall, and this is what I was referring to in the beginning of either you hit a wall or a plateau. There's some sort of struggle in the story that went wrong, in inverted commas. Whether it was like a long sustained period of not a lot of excitement and just that plateau season, or something unexpected happened that really threw you off course. So a challenge was presented and it really tested you. It tested your grit. It tested your resilience. It made you question how much you're really in it. You thought about giving up. You knew it was hard. You questioned, do I have this? Have I got this? And in doing that, I'm going to even go as far as saying you've spoken to your family about this. You've spoken to your friends about this. You've reached out to people because this has really tested your character, your resilience. And you're like, oh my God, this is hard. It feels hard. You've known this level of discomfort. And what has happened, or what is just around the corner, is that you're finding your fire. This challenge, this struggle, this grit has caused you to tap into your inner warrior. Because you're having to call some level of strength that you've never even known before. Just pull this inner warrior up from your boots in order to get through the day and smash your business. And it's turning from, have I got this, to, I fucking got this. It's turning from a question to a statement. So maybe this is where you're at now. Maybe you've hit a wall. Maybe you're in plateau. Maybe you're in struggle right now. If this is you, your breakthrough is on the other side of this section of hard. If you can carry on leaning through this discomfort and pushing through and carrying on going where most people would quit and give up, your massive breakthrough and your massive up level lies on the other side. I'm speaking to you from the other side. Hello from the other side. Okay, some more signs. So you've overcome challenges and you're not afraid to talk about it. So outside and, just outside of the plateau season and struggle, we've just talked about it. You've overcome other challenges, whether this was in your corporate life before joining, whether this was in your previous job or your life experience. You've overcome challenge and you're not afraid to talk about that. You've ridden the waves, you've got the t-shirt, you've persevered when things got hard. You're not afraid to show the unpretty parts of your journey because you know that showing your scars is actually your strength. And sharing how you overcome struggle is one of your biggest USPs. And then finally, you're entering your fuck it era and you can feel it. Going back over some of these things, like you're getting out of your comfort zone, you're being ballsy, you've already made investments in yourself, you're talking about that in your content, you've hit a wall and there's been some level of discomfort or friction that has either been keeping you stuck or keeping you frustrated. You've overcome challenges before, so you know that you can get through this next one and you're talking about this in your content. And you get to a point where you're entering your fuck it era. And you can feel it. You can feel a shift happening. Maybe that it's that you don't align with parts of your business anymore. Maybe that it's that you don't align with some of the clients that you're working with anymore. Maybe it's that you no longer align with your pricing, your offers, your branding. Maybe it's that you no longer align with all of it. You have grown as a person, but currently your business doesn't reflect that. And so you're feeling there's a whole tectonic shift. This isn't just a small little tweak to content or, creating a spicy post. This is I am up leveling on a massive scale. We are changing as a business owner, as a CEO. There's a whole shift happening. And what this shift looks like, it might look like new offers, new pricing, new clients, new branding, but you're rising. Your energy, your mindset, what you're available for, what you're not available for, you're evolving. You're no longer seeking approval from anyone. You're no longer looking or needing validation from people, nor social media. You know where you're going. You're doing things on your own terms. You're choosing whose advice to listen to and whose to completely ignore. You're putting your blinkers on because you're so focused on your own lane that you're not watching where anybody else is going. Fuck what other people said. Fuck that terrible advice that you wish you'd never listened to. Fuck the people who said that you couldn't or you shouldn't. You've done the work, you've got the t-shirt, you've been in the field, and now it's your time to shine. This is your season 2. So you feel called to rise. So if you're feeling fired up from this episode, this is your sign that a massive breakthrough is coming. If you feel called to rise, if you know you're meant for bigger things, if you can feel it in your bones and you've known it since the beginning, you couldn't quite put your finger on it, but you knew you were meant for more. This is the stepping stones of the journey of who you're becoming. Your season 2 is just around the corner. And when you can break through this friction, this challenge, this hard phase, through to the other side, the level of you that's waiting on the other side is incredible. Because the person that you're being right now, who's already experimenting, she's already getting outside of her comfort zone, she's already being more ballsy with content and taking investments and learning and seeking and failing and picking herself up and trying again. Those qualities that you're already showing will pay massive, massive dividends in season 2. Because all of these little either failures, lessons, learnings, but the fact that you continue to pick yourself up and get back out there and get back on stage after you've just fallen over, that is what is going to make this your star performance. Oh, I'm like firing myself up here. Your season 2 is about to begin, and let me tell you, when you walk out on that stage as when you've had your breakthrough, the person that you're being is going to have other people going, whoa, who's this? You've changed. Oh my God. It's going to have people stopping in their tracks because of how different you are. It's going to have people messaging you on social media being like, oh my God, your energy, your confidence, your content, oh my God. And people are going to gravitate towards you because they're seeing that you're so focused on where you're going that you're not asking for any validation. You're moving regardless because you're so clear on your vision and the direction that you're going. It's so, so exciting. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Season 2 is what happens when you push through that season of, oh my God, does it always feel this hard? No, it doesn't. But when you come through that season and you come into the next season just with clarification, total confidence, you've moved through your hard season and everything just gets to flow, whether it's new offers, new branding, new prices, new standards that you have set for yourself and your clients of what you're available for, what you're no longer available for. The clarity and confidence that comes with that is like next level, like 10 out of 10. And it allows you to move through your day with such happiness and joy and flow. So I'm letting you know from someone that has ridden the seas that there is a calm, beautiful sea waiting for you on the other side of those waves. You just need to get past the break. I sound like someone that knows how to surf. I don't. And so if you're feeling this call to rise, if you know you're meant for bigger things, if you can feel it in your bones, this is the sign that season 2 is just around the corner for you. But truly, season 2 begins when you decide that it's happening. You have to be angry enough or passionate enough or committed enough to want to wildly change your reality. You have to know that it's going to involve massive change, unrecognizable change. You have to be okay with that. And you have to willingly walk into the fire and say, fucking bring it on. I am ready. I am ready. So if you know that your season 2 is approaching, you're ready to become that woman now, this is the sign that my mastermind is for you. Becoming Mastermind is for the woman that is ready to change into her season 2 and rise like a phoenix from the ashes. I'm not saying you need to be in the ashes before you join this mastermind. I'm saying you're going to rise like a phoenix after you have joined the mastermind, because this is going to be the most expansive, fiery, incredible experience that is going to help you to become this 6-figure business owner who is capable of anything. And so I'm not necessarily saying you need to be in struggle season to get there, but if you can recognize some of these signs that you know you're meant for more, you're already being ballsy, you've made investments, this isn't your first rodeo, and you're ready for a massive up level, this is a sign that my mastermind is for you. And so I just wanted to end here on what signified this change for me, so that you can have some takeaway tips of how you can bring on your season 2. For me, I had to get wildly outside of my comfort zone. It wasn't enough to be doing just scary things. Well, no, to be honest, I'm going to hold my hand up. I wasn't doing scary things. I wasn't. I was in my plateau season and I'd got comfortable. And what that meant is that I wasn't really doing anything that got me outside of my comfort zone. And so it wasn't until I decided to move to Bali and honestly didn't have a plan B. It was a one-way ticket. I had no backup plan. I'd never traveled with the business. And so me taking a decision like that was massively outside of my comfort zone. You know, we just spent 3 years in UK lockdown. So to go to the other side of the world, even though I'd been to Bali before, the idea of traveling with the business, not knowing how it's going to go, not even knowing if I had all the right equipment, working in a different time zone, working with clients who were all in different time zones. There was so much unknown. Whew, let me tell you how that tested my nervous system. But once I'd done that change and instantly been rewarded because I was a million times happier, but also the business flourished. So I'd moved through one hard thing, and what that did is teach my nervous system that actually reward is on the other side of doing hard things, which then made it a lot easier to do other hard things. And so this is what I mean. You have to walk yourself into the fire. You have to be willing to move through your comfort zone, through whatever it is that feels hard or sticky, and you have to lean into those things because your growth zone is on the other side of whatever it is in front of you that either you've been avoiding, feels hard, feels sticky. And you need to move through that to get to your growth zone on the other side. That is where the calm seas lie. And then you get to pick some more waves after that. You just get used to riding bigger waves. And so those are some of the signs of your season 2 coming. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, if you want to share this to your stories, if this has been your favourite episode so far, don't forget the competition is still open. So because this podcast is still in its infancy, 1 week, whoop whoop. If you want to share this to your stories, it's not too late. You can still be in the competition. It's open for 1 more week. So Monday the 6th is when I'll close the doors and then pull a winner. So you can enter by either rating this podcast, sharing it to your stories, or if you want to do both, that's triple entries. And so sending you my love, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode.